Alright, let's dive into some tea that no one saw coming, folks. The drama surrounding Melody Sherry, Martell Holt, and Stormi Steele has just taken a turn that nobody expected. Melody, who has kept her cool for years while going through all sorts of personal and public turmoil, has finally decided to expose the truth. And what she revealed has set the internet on fire. Trust me, you won't believe what's been happening behind the scenes. So, let's break this all down, because this is about to get messy in ways you can't even imagine. For a while, we've all been watching the drama unfold between Melody and Martell. Their relationship has been anything but smooth. There's been cheating, lies, broken trust, and a whole lot of public drama that has kept fans on the edge of their seats. But now, Melody has finally had enough, and she's ready to speak out. What she's exposed about Martell and his connection with Stormi is jaw-dropping, and it's shaking everything we thought we knew about their lives. So, where do we begin? Let's take a look at the backstory. Melody and Martell were once seen as the power couple of love and marriage, Huntsville. Together, they built a business empire, had a beautiful family, and seemed like the ultimate success story. But behind the scenes, their relationship was falling apart. The most painful moment came when Martell's infidelity was exposed. Not only had he been cheating on Melody for years, but the affair had resulted in a child. Melody was heartbroken, and understandably so. But what's even more shocking is that Martell's actions shattered the image he had built for himself as the perfect husband and father. After the divorce, things didn't get any better. The drama continued between them, and it was clear that the tension was never really going to go away. But despite all of this, Melody chose to stay silent on many things. She hinted at some shady behavior, but never fully exposed everything. Until now. Now, after years of dealing with Martell's betrayal, Melody has decided to finally expose the truth. She's not holding anything back anymore. And what she's revealed about Martell's relationship with Stormi Steele is absolutely mind-blowing. So, what exactly did Melody expose, and why is it such a big deal? Let's break it down, step by step. Stormi Steele, for those who might not know, is the woman who has been a fixture in Martell and Melody's lives for a while now. She's not just a random person in their circle, she's a successful businesswoman in her own right. Stormi is the founder of Canvas Beauty, a multi-million-dollar hair care empire she built from scratch. She's a powerhouse in the beauty industry and has always been seen as a strong, independent woman. For a long time, Stormi and Melody appeared to have a solid friendship. They shared similar ambitions, were both successful entrepreneurs, and seemed to have a bond that was unshakable. But over time, cracks began to show in that friendship. Fans started noticing that something wasn't quite right. The relationship between Stormi and Melody started to feel a little off. There were rumors swirling about Stormi playing both sides, staying close to both Melody and Martell. Was it jealousy? Was it competition? Or was it something more? The tension between the two women became impossible to ignore. And then, things took a turn that none of us were prepared for. Melody, who had been sitting on this information for months, finally dropped a bombshell that shook everything. According to Melody, Stormi and Martell weren't just friends or business associates. Their relationship went way deeper than anyone realized. Melody revealed that Stormi wasn't just hanging out with Martell in a professional capacity, there was something more going on. Melody hinted that Stormi had been way more involved with Martell than anyone suspected, and the worst part was, Stormi had betrayed her trust in a way that nobody saw coming. Let's talk about some of the red flags Melody noticed. First, there was the issue of loyalty. Stormi, who had initially been on Melody's side, suddenly started defending Martell in ways that didn't make sense. Even when Martell's actions were clearly questionable, Stormi would downplay them or refuse to take a stance. It was as if she was protecting him. And Melody couldn't ignore this shift. Something wasn't right, and she started paying attention to every little detail. Then there were the private meetings and business deals between Stormi and Martell. According to Melody, these interactions didn't sit well with her. On the surface, they seemed like normal business discussions, but something about them felt off. Stormi, who had built her own empire, had always been vocal about supporting women in business. So why was she working so closely with Martell, a man who had a history of disrespecting women? Melody started to question the nature of their relationship. Could it have been more than just business? But the biggest shock came when Melody revealed that she had seen messages and interactions between Stormi and Martell that crossed the line. These weren't just friendly texts or professional exchanges, there was something more intimate going on. Melody didn't go into full detail, but she made it clear that the relationship between Martell and Stormi was not as innocent as everyone thought. This was betrayal at the deepest level. Stormi had not only been betraying Melody's trust as a friend but was also getting involved with her ex-husband in a way that was completely inappropriate. So, what happened when these bombshell allegations came to light? Well, let's just say Martell and Stormi's reactions were nothing short of suspicious. You would think that if they were innocent, they would come out and deny everything immediately, right? But that's not what happened. Instead, both Martell and Stormi tried to deflect and avoid addressing the accusations head-on. Martell, who has always been vocal about his personal life and never shies away from drama, suddenly went quiet. He didn't deny anything, and when he finally did speak out, it was all about how people were obsessed with his personal life. He deflected the conversation, focusing instead on his kids and his brand. Why would he avoid addressing the situation directly? It made fans wonder, was there some truth to Melody's claims? Stormi, on the other hand, didn't stay silent, but her response was just as odd. Instead of denying anything outright, she started making vague, cryptic posts on social media. One post in particular caught people's attention. It's crazy how people will take a narrative and run with it just because they want drama. Some of us are out here building legacies while others are stuck in the past. Notice how she didn't mention Melody or Martell by name, even though that was clearly the subject of the rumors. Fans immediately saw this as a sign that Stormi wasn't addressing the situation directly, and that raised more questions than answers. Fans weren't buying it. Social media exploded with comments calling out Stormi for her lack of a clear denial. If she wasn't guilty, why wouldn't she just come out and say so? The fact that both Stormi and Martell were being so evasive only made them seem more suspicious. It's as if they were trying to cover something up, and fans weren't having it. But the drama doesn't end there. There are whispers coming from all sides, with sources close to Melody, Martell, and Stormi revealing even more about what's been going on behind closed doors. People who were once close to Stormi are now distancing themselves from her. There are rumors that she's been acting differently, and some of her friends and business associates are quietly backing away from her. Even her business is feeling the heat. Stormi's brand, Canvas Beauty, has started to face backlash from customers who are unhappy with her actions. People are unfollowing her, leaving negative comments, and even boycotting her products. This kind of scandal can be devastating for a brand, especially one built on trust and loyalty. And it looks like Stormi is starting to feel the pressure. As for Martell, things aren't looking too good either. He's already dealing with ongoing legal battles, including a custody fight with Melody. He's been struggling financially, and now, with these new allegations hanging over him, things could get even worse. If Melody decides to use this information in their custody battle, it could seriously hurt his chances of getting more time with their kids. The court system looks at the stability of a parent, and if Melody can prove that Martell has been sneaking around and lying, it could be disastrous for him. In the end, the public is starting to take sides. People are leaning toward believing Melody because she's been right about Martell's actions in the past. Her credibility is solid, and when she says something, fans listen. Stormi and Martell's weak responses have only made people more suspicious, and it's clear that the truth is slowly coming out. This is just the beginning, folks. There's so much more to this story than what's already been revealed. The fallout from this scandal is going to continue to unfold, and as more details come to light, it's going to shake the entire Huntsville scene. We're all waiting to see how Stormi and Martell handle the pressure, but right now, it's not looking good for either of them. So, will they finally come clean, or will they continue to deflect and deny? Only time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the truth is coming out, and when it does, it's going to change everything.